Hi, I'm Jennifer Gallardi. Welcome to Sculpt and Tone Long, Lean, and Sexy. As we do our workout with the Pilates Pro Chair from Life's a Beach, I'll always start with the most basic version of the exercise and then add a progression for when you are confident enough to advance to more challenging work. It will also be helpful to review the Mastering the Fundamentals program before you move on to the full workouts. Remember, this is your workout. Go at your own pace to work efficiently and effectively. Let's begin by placing our pedal in a single pedal with a light spring configuration. Sit down on your chair towards the edge of your chair, and then bring your feet onto the pedal. Place your hands on the front of the chair for stability, or if you need, to the side handles. Your heels are together, and you're high on the balls of your feet. We call this Pilates first. Make sure the knees are over about the second and the third toe. Keep the heels connected. We're going to begin to pump down. Now, stay connected to the core as we pump, and we'll do sharp breaths, 20 seconds here. Notice I'm not wobbling all around. This is staying super stable here. So imagine that corset coming tight around your waist, pulling your entire trunk in. 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's take the knees so they're in line with the hips now. Your heels are separated. You're still high on the toes, and we'll press down for 20. The purpose of footwork is to warm up our lower body. It gets the blood pumping and our breath moving. Love these exercises. Again, you're super stable, no rocking back and forth. Keep that torso pulled in with that corset nice and tight. Keep your hips grounded and squeeze your bum together. 3, 2, 1. Let's change our feet position again. Toes, ankles, knees all zipped in together. Keep the heels up high and pump. Sharp exhales. Remember, the lighter the springs, the more you'll challenge your core to stay steady. So find that perfect balance between resistance and steadiness. Keep the upper body quiet, shoulders down. The only thing you should hear right now is that breath pumping along with the legs. So sharp exhales. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Let's change our foot position again. Come into the arches, curl the toes, and bird on a perch. So wrap it around and pump. Shoulders down. Stay grounded and lift out of your seat. Excellent. Remember, none of that rocking back and forth, navel to spine. Stay in your body box. These are those sharp exhales I talked about. So really kind of snap the belly back with every exhale. 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's bring it for the heels on the pedal. Second position, Pilates second. Remember, external rotation in those hips. Sit up nice and tall, and let's go. Squeezing between the glute and the hamstring. Right in that area you want to tighten tone. My lower body is definitely getting warm. How about yours? Is the breath working? I want to hear it. Exhale. Nice and steady. Press through the glutes. Great job. We're going to go into some cardio with our runs. So move to the dual pedal configuration. We'll also move to heavy springs. Turn around and face the back. Bring your hands to the back of the chair and go ahead and press one foot down on the pedal and the other high on those toes. Heels lifted. Remember, we'll start with our marches, so press down, squeezing between the glute and the hamstring, navel towards the spine, rounding the back in that nice C curve. Good. Now, as soon as you're comfortable here, and if you don't feel challenged, lift up and we'll start running. Ribs down and in. If you want, you can start coming up and down. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4. Just a little longer here. Round the spine, scoop the belly, one more. And down, beautiful. With control, step off the pedals and move to a single pedal configuration. Let's turn to face the back again. Right foot presses down on the pedal. And just to begin, we'll press with one leg. Really pressing down. You're still scooping the belly here. Now, as soon as you're strong enough, You'll step up with the opposite leg, scoop the belly away from the thigh, draw the chin towards the chest, look to the navel, come up and press. That weight is evenly distributed between both legs, so you're feeling equally the stabilizing hip and bum work as well as the pressing leg. Exhale. This is the sharp, quick exhales to get the cardio working, the blood pumping, the breath a little faster. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Just beginning with the one leg kind of marching, connecting to the oblique to push that leg down. And as soon as you're ready, lift off. Belly away from thigh, chin tucked. Here we go. Try not to hang on to this chair. You're lifting light off your hips by using your core. Press down. Connect to the back of that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Gently release the pedal. Great job. We're gonna move to our push down and our pump combo. So again, let's move to a lighter spring, staying in the single pedal configuration. Turn around to face the chair in that Pilates first, heels together, toes slightly turned out in that V shape. Seam up the inner thighs through the pelvic floor, lift up tall, long spine as you inhale. Exhale, chin towards the chest, round the back, scoop the belly, continue to squeeze the legs until the hands come down. Good. Inhale as you slowly rise up with control. Exhale, press down. Again, not from the shoulders and the ears, but from the core. Inhale up slowly. This is where control is the name of the game. I actually rather see you go more slowly than super quick and sacrifice form. 2 more. 1 more. And now we'll hold it down and go to those arm pumps. So press it out to the side for 10. Every time you exhale, chance to pull that belly back a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Slowly with control, zip those inner thighs into the groin. Lift off till the hands come off the pedal. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands down by the side. Great job, but we're not done. We get to do that whole series again. So turn around, come back to first position. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the bum together. Exhale. Again, zip up through those inner thighs as you press the pedal down with control. Inhale to lift slightly up. And exhale. One of the keys here is to keep the chin down towards the chest and look to the belly. Make sure it's not just kind of falling away. Keep it pulling up like you have a magnet in your back, sucking your belly button back and up. 2 more. Last one. Hold it down, and here we go, 10 pumps. Keep the ribs connected to the hips so the shoulders stay out of the ear. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, slowly roll up. Come all the way up on an inhale, long spine, and exhale, arms float down to the side. That was beautiful. Let's move to our pull-ups. For this, we'll want a heavy spring configuration. And you'll face the chair, hands towards the back of it, and step up. Pilates first again, using those inner thighs to zip up, heels connected, high on the toes. So work the feet, don't forget that footwork. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the bum, lift, curl, and scoop. Inhale down. Again, this one slow and controlled. Exhale, scoop and rise. So you will feel this in your shoulders, but not too much. I really want most of the work to be coming from the core and the hips in that powerhouse. So your powerhouse is really driving this movement here. And you're getting your hips up as high as you can. And don't worry about how high you go now. That's gonna come with practice, with strength, with agility, and I promise the more you work out on this, the better it'll get. Exhale, the tighter you're gonna feel that tummy, longer spine. Good, just a few more. How about 2 more? Nice and slow and controlled. Exhale, especially on the down. I know that's hard. 1 more up. You've got this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And slowly come down. Woo! Isn't it funny, even though we're not moving quickly, how hot you'll get and how warm from the inside out? All right, we're going back to our little cardio burst. So take that dual pedal configuration and stay on your heavy springs. So remember, marches first, hands to the back of the chair. Slowly step, high on the ball of the foot. Feel the toes grounded, and just march to begin. Press, press, press. Look down to the belly button, pull it up and in, and as soon as you're ready, lift off and run, or go ahead and stay with the marches. Again, remember, it's your workout. Do what you can, pace yourself. And then when you're ready, you can come down and lift up, and down and lift up. Whew. Getting that heart rate up, cardiovascular energy working, and come down. Excellent job. Slowly step off. Move to the single pedal configuration for mountain climber. Here we go. Turn around, face the back. And let's press down with that right leg to start. Staying high on the ball of the foot, engaging the back of the leg. And as soon as you're ready, if you can, you'll step up. If you're not ready for it, don't worry. Stay with the basic until you feel confident. This is a tricky exercise right here. It's putting you in a little bit of a compromising position. I'd rather have you feel strong and stable. Good. Chest away from the thigh, really scooping, looking to the belly. A little bit longer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. I'm going to switch right away to the other mountain climber, keeping my foot up, but if you need, you keep it grounded, lift, and go. Keep the hips square if you can. So we don't want any rocking over to the side like that or like that. Might be cute, but right here we want it stable and steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Just a little bit of cardio is all you need every day. We're gonna move to our froggy dips. Oh, this one's so fun. You'll sit on the chair and get those feet again on the balls of the foot, nice and high up. So this is a little tricky. Come with me, nice and slow. Lift your hips up off the seat, pulling that belly in to really hold the weight of your hips up. Roll the shoulders back, chest open, little tricep dips. Make sure those elbows point back if you can. So you just go down and press up. Love it. 2, keep the navel in nice and tight. 3, good. Are we feeling the backs of the arms yet? And we're only halfway there. You have 5 more to go. Hips up. 3, 2, really extend the triceps. And 1, hold it up. Now we're going to leg pumps, little froggy pumps. Here we go. 10, 9, squeeze the glutes together. You're gonna feel the whole back of the leg. Good. 5, 4, 3, belly in, 2, 1, and wonderful. Let's take a quick little stretch here. Take the arm behind the head. Super effective for the triceps, right? You can feel that concentrated in the back of the arm. All right, here we go again. Grab those tricep muscles, hang on tight, and lift the hips off, scooping the belly, chest open. Here you go. Little dips for 10. Now remember, you don't have to go as far down as I'm going. You could just go like a couple millimeters and you'll be fine. Chest open. 5, 4, control. 3, squeeze the bum together, why not? 2, and 1. Hold it up. Here we go with the leg pumps. Really squeeze. 10, 9, 7, 6. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Let's stretch it out. Sit back, lift up tall. Let that hand drape behind your head. You can even press the back of the head into the elbow. Create a little more resistance with your own body. And other side. So good. I love stretching right after we do that particular muscle. Just feels really targeted. Great. And then bring the pedal up, step off. We're gonna move onto the floor for our hamstring series. So bring those pedals back to a light configuration. And then we'll sit down on our mats. Sit up nice and tall. So find those sit bones, that kind of bony part of your bum connected to the mat, hands underneath the thighs. Slowly scoop the belly, roll down, chin towards the chest. Control and place each vertebra onto the mat. Good. And then adjust as you need. So you might need to get closer so those knees come towards 90 degrees. You're going to have kind of this Pilates first position that we had earlier. Roll the shoulders underneath you, and again, watch the mid back isn't up off the floor. Draw the ribs down, pull the navel to the spine. Imagine that vacuum cleaner just sucking it back. And we're gonna press it down for 10. Keep the tailbone long, so watch the hips aren't lifting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the legs to bird on a perch. So the arches are on the pedal, toes are curling around, and you again, adjust as you need. If you're not comfortable, make sure you take a moment to adjust to ensure you're working the backs of the legs, navel to spine. Here we go, 10. Watch those ribs aren't splaying out. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful job, and we're gonna bring it to our heels. So toes press back towards the face, and 10 here. Working a different part of the bum. A little more challenging here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's take it to our second position. Toes back. You can just glance up there, pull the navel back. You might want to readjust, so make sure you're comfortable. Wiggle the shoulder blades underneath. Pull the core in. Here we go. 10. 9. Ooh, keep the glutes nice and tight. 5, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Are you ready for that one leg challenge? You're gonna extend one leg up into the air. If it's too much stretch on the hamstring or it's uncomfortable, just slightly bend that leg. The other leg stays onto the pedal. You can take your arch around the pedal and you're gonna press down hamstrings for 10, 9, 8. Exhale, 6. Now you'll notice the pedal isn't moving as much. 3, 2, that's totally normal. It's probably, if it were moving as much, I'd be curious about it. So extend the other leg, get that hammy stretched a little bit. If you need to, bend it, and then here we go, other side. Really targeting one side than the other. And again, if you notice an imbalance or one side's stronger than the other, I notice this side's a little stronger for me, it's just because I'm right-handed and I dominate with my right side, and that's totally normal. And let's pull the knees into the chest. That's some serious hamstring back of the leg work, but the results are worth it. And then extend the legs straight in the air, stretching the backs of the legs. Good. Draw the knees back in, place the feet flat on the mat. And then arms to the shoulders, over the shoulders. Exhale as you draw the chin towards the chest, scoop the belly to slowly work your way back up. Great job on the backs of those legs. You deserve a nice stretch. So let's take the legs out to the side. Sit up tall on those sit bones. So find that kind of prominent bone on the backs of your legs. Sit up tall, and then exhale, reach forward. You can either reach for the backs or the front of the chair. And what's really important is that you don't just slump down. You're gonna take the stretch out of the backs of the legs. So you wanna lift up out of your seat and then spine long. So think of a nice straight line from your tailbone through the top of your head. If it's comfortable and you wanna take the legs wider, you find the stretch that works for you. Breathe and exhale. Even here, pull the navel back to the spine to reach the chest. Further forward in space. Great. And then come up. Moving to a little C-curve stretch now. Bring your legs so they really hug the outside of the chair. And you might need to move back a little so your arms are a little straighter here. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, press the backs of the thighs onto the mat, and as you exhale, take that C curve and press down through your armpits. Nice stretch on the back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, scoop the belly. Remember, as the front side contracts, which is your navel, the back side will stretch. They work in opposition. It's one of the things I love about Pilates. So as one side is working, the other side can be lengthening. One more here. Exhale, C curve. Wonderful job. Let's turn around to face the front. Scooch forward. We're gonna lie back on our back, so when you come down, you want your head in front of the foot plate. Find that bony part of the bum, sit up tall, use your core, pulling it up. Take a deep inhale, hang on to the backs of the legs, get the chest up tall, and as you exhale, scoop the belly, working back to the mat. We don't wanna waste any time here, so we're gonna work up and down. And then adjust as you need, hang on to the chair. You might need to slide forward again. You'll feel the back of your head where it needs to be. And keep the left knee bent to start, foot flat on the mat or the floor. Please extend your right leg into the air pointed, and if that's too much on the back of your leg or it's pulling, you'll bend the knee. If you can, then extend this leg, or you can keep it bent. The modification is to keep the knee bent. We're gonna go through corkscrew. So just take a look at my toe and my foot here. I'm gonna draw a small circle on the ceiling, and I'm keeping my core in tight. It's hard for me to talk and do this exercise at the same time, so let me demonstrate one more time. Take a circle, keep everything tight, and around and up. And you exhale. Ready for 5, 4, nice and tight and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Let's draw the circle the other way, out and then up and in. Sharp exhale. Keeping everything pulled in tight. Imagine that corset is around, your body's kind of cast in stone. 1 more. Wonderful, draw the knee into the chest. And let's switch legs. Again, start with a bent leg, foot flat on the mat, and this one slightly bent. And we'll go 5. If you'd like, you can begin to extend both legs. 4, 3, 2, keeping everything as quiet as possible. And other way. Small circles, sharp. Excellent. Draw that knee in. And we'll move to double leg corkscrew. So both legs towards the ceiling. Point those toes, and I want to see a nice long leg, or you can keep it slightly bent, but you see it still have a nice long line here. And let's go. It doesn't matter which direction, just pick one and make small circles. Try to keep the hips stable. 2 more. And other way. 4, 3, pull the belly in. 2, and 1. Whew. Nice job. Bend the knees in for a second. And we're gonna move to my favorite exercise, which is a reverse curl, kind of a traditional abdominal exercise. We'll extend the legs back. Again, try not to death grip your chair, right? So keep those shoulders pulled down, toes pointed to the ceiling. The idea is not to just come back with the feet, but go up high to the ceiling. So ready, lift those hips off the floor when you exhale. Inhale slowly with control, roll down. That's 1. We're going for 8 here. 2. The more you pull that navel in, the more you'll be able to lift those hips up with control. 4 more. You've got this. Bend those knees if you need. How about 2? Looking good. I know you are. Exhale. Awesome job. Bend the knees in. Wiggle it out, maybe side to side. See, I'll let you wiggle every now and then. And then roll up kind of like a ball with control, sitting up tall. Great job. What we do on the front, we must do on the back. So we're gonna work the posterior train because you really definitely just work the abs. Turn over to lie on the stomach. We're moving to flying eagle here. And you're far enough away from the chair that you can reach your arms in front of you with your elbows not locked but straight. And make sure your shoulders aren't pulling up towards your ears, that you can press down a little bit and pull them back. So pull the arm into the socket, and you'll notice my legs are about hip distance and I'm extending back through my feet and my legs. So find some space in that low back. Bring the forehead down. As you press into the pedal, you're going to rise up and lift, taking a back arch, but also a stretch. And then exhale, navel back to the spine to control your descent to the floor. Inhale, press up. Fill the chest, stretch the belly, and work the back. So now you'll feel the back contracting and the belly stretching in opposition. Pull those toes back and exhale down. 2 more. This is the slow and controlled portion. Inhale, lift. Think of not only lifting up, but long, so extension, extension. And 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. And let's inhale up 1 more time, and we'll go for presses. So slightly bend the elbows, and here you go. 8, 7. Keep pulling the shoulders away from the ears. 4, sharp exhales. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Excellent. Hands under the shoulders, please. Lift the belly up away from the mat. A little push up here brings you back to child's pose. Seat to the heels, chest to the thighs. Again, you can rock side to side. Just a nice release for that low back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And let's return for another set. So slide it forward again. Gently come onto the belly. If you want more challenge, you can zip the inner thighs together and try to keep it squeezed. Otherwise, just keep them hip distance. Reach out for your pedals. 5, nice and slow and controlled here. Are you ready? Inhale as you press down. Pull the shoulders away from the ear, find length. Exhale, you'll notice I'm not popping my chin up to come up. My chin stays slightly in towards my chest, so I keep length in the cervical spine. Control down, lift the bar up. 3 more. Extend the legs long behind you, but keep the hip bones grounded in the floor. Working the entire posterior chain. Again, super important. Kind of counteract our daily activities, right? The ones that pull us and slump us forward, like computers, driving, texting, baby carrying, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. And then last, we'll hold it up and we'll press down for 8. So soften the elbows. Here we go. Connect the ribs down. 7, 6, 4, 3, chin in, 2, and 1. Release, extend out. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Find your belly, connect it to your spine to lift, press up, little mini push up to go back to child's pose. Take this time to reconnect to your breath if you've lost it. And 1 more deep inhale, fill the upper back with air. Walk your hands back towards your knees as you gently bring your seat up. Wonderful job. To finish up, we're gonna come to standing and move back to our chair. Doesn't matter which side, we'll get both evenly. Sit on the chair, and one of my absolute favorite exercises, mermaid, you'll keep this outer foot grounded onto the floor. So extend it long behind you, and as best you can, keep the outer edge of the foot onto the floor, and kind of more than halfway forward here. Inhale the back arm up, and as you exhale, bend over, press the hand onto the pedal, feel the stretch. Fill the sideline, exhale, navel back to the spine. Inhale, come light off the hand using the waist and the core muscles. Switch sides, feel the stretch in the opposite side. Exhale over, nice and graceful with fluidity and control. Keep both hips grounded onto that seat. Inhale, use the waist to lift up off the hips and back to the other side. Not only does this work your waist, but it should feel so, so good. And do 2 more with me, please. Inhale, pulling those transverse abdominals up and in to lift you light off the hips. See if you can move with your breath here. Fluid breath, fluid motion, stable mind. Take some time to enjoy this. Give that gift to yourself today. Inhale up. Excellent, and we'll move to the other side. So swing your legs around. Find your seat that's comfortable. Place that back foot onto the floor, ground it down, lift up through the inner thigh. Inhale the back arm up, and then exhale down. Using your core to squeeze your abdominals to press the pedal down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, navel to the spine. Maybe roll the shoulders open more to the ceiling and stacking them. Inhale up. Light off the hips. And again, we're moving with the breath here, nice and fluid, slow, and with control. So pay attention. Notice where your mind is here. If it's drifting off, try to focus on your movements. It's going to bring more stability to the mind. That will definitely translate off the chair, right? So yes, we want a rockin' body, but we also want kind of this steady, stable mind, more peace in our life. And Pilates can do that, or at least help you do that. Last one, really reach, keeping the shoulder out of the ear. Inhale up. And come back. You are done. Excellent job. Thanks so much for joining me today for your workout. You did a wonderful job, and I hope you feel great. Keep working out with the Pilates Pro Chair from Life's a Beach, and you will reach your fitness goals in no time. We'll see you next time.